6 storylines 1,000-pound sisters could pursue after Season 7. Tammy's bariatric journey is almost over. As 1,000-pound sisters approaches a turning point following Tammy Slaton's remarkable weight loss transformation, longtime fans of the show are beginning to wonder, what's next for this deeply personal, emotionally raw, and often inspiring TLC reality series? After years of battling obesity, Tammy has made incredible strides in her health journey. With her bariatric surgery completed and major milestones achieved, viewers now stand at the precipice of a new chapter. The show must evolve beyond the singular narrative of extreme weight loss. The Slaton family is ripe with potential for new arcs, complex dynamics, and untapped emotional territory that could give 1,000-pound sisters fresh legs. Tammy may have reached a new phase in her life, but that doesn't mean the drama, laughter, and deeply human storytelling has to end. There is something incredibly powerful in seeing Tammy emerge from the darkness she once inhabited. Her early seasons were full of emotional outbursts, physical limitations, and frequent hospitalizations. Fans saw her struggle with food addiction, respiratory failure, and even near-death experiences. Yet now she is stepping into the light, a new woman, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Tammy's weight loss journey may be nearing its conclusion, but in many ways her true story is just beginning. She is learning how to live all over again in a new body and with a transformed identity. That transformation opens a door to stories that delve into rebuilding life post-weight loss. As she adjusts to independence, social life, dating, travel, and new goals, Tammy is positioned perfectly to lead the show into uncharted territory. One of the most compelling directions 1,000-pound sisters could take is Tammy's exploration of life after bariatric surgery. For many, the surgery is the beginning of an entirely different battle, maintaining weight loss, navigating skin removal surgery, addressing mental health, and avoiding relapse. There's also the emotional shock of no longer identifying with the life you used to lead. Tammy spent years living in a body that defined her daily experience. Now that her mobility and appearance have drastically changed, viewers are curious to see how she navigates the world around her. It's not just about losing the weight, it's about understanding who she is without it. Tammy's emotional resilience and growth could make for some of the most impactful and moving television this series has ever offered. Her reintroduction to normal life, whether it's dating again, traveling with less physical burden, or taking on a job, would be fascinating to explore. Meanwhile, Amy Slaton-Halterman's storyline is evolving as well. Once the central emotional anchor of the show, Amy's focus has shifted from weight loss to motherhood and self-discovery. Raising 2 young boys while navigating a recent separation from her husband Michael has thrown her into a new phase of her own. Amy has struggled with postpartum depression, identity loss, and the overwhelming demands of being a single parent. But as her children grow and she regains her sense of self, Amy's path is just as compelling as Tammy's. Many fans want to see how Amy balances motherhood with the ongoing demands of weight management, and whether she will return to the passionate, funny woman she was when the series first began. With Amy now more experienced and mature, her choices in parenting, self-care, dating, and family dynamics could carry Season 8 into unexplored territory. Family tension has always been the lifeblood of 1,000-pound sisters, and that isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Chris Combs, Amanda Halterman, and Misty Slaton have all brought dynamic energy and unpredictable drama to the show. Chris, who also underwent bariatric surgery, has become a fan favorite. His candidness and heartfelt support of his sisters made him a moral compass for the family. But he, too, has his own story to tell. How has he managed his weight since surgery? What goals does he have for his future? Is he prepared to hold his family accountable as they branch out in different directions? Amanda's fiery personality and willingness to say what everyone is thinking adds spice to the show, and her journey as a divorced woman rebuilding her life could offer a fresh, emotionally resonant subplot. Misty, while quieter, represents the emotional glue of the Slaton family. There's depth in their sibling dynamics that could be explored more, particularly as their roles in each other's lives begin to shift. As Tammy and Amy continue their transformations, another intriguing storyline lies in how fame has impacted their lives. Neither sister could have predicted the level of attention and scrutiny they'd face when the series began. From online trolls to overwhelming fan support, being a reality star has a major influence on personal identity. Fame has added pressure to their mental health and decision-making. Tammy, in particular, has spoken openly about how public opinion can either motivate or devastate her. Documenting how the Slatons reconcile their public personas with their private selves would offer viewers a more nuanced, introspective narrative. Social media, brand endorsements, and the burden of being role models all add layers of complexity. Tammy and Amy are no longer just sisters. They're influencers, celebrities, and public figures whose every move is dissected. How they navigate the toxic aspects of internet culture while still staying grounded could be a powerful ongoing story. Love and relationships have always added spice and vulnerability to the 1,000-pound sisters narrative. Tammy's romantic history has been checkered with toxicity, manipulation, and heartbreak. But now that she is healthier and more self-assured, the possibility of finding lasting love feels more real than ever. Her late husband Caleb Willingham passed away tragically, and the grief still lingers. Yet Tammy has shown signs that she is ready to love again on her own terms this time. Watching her navigate dating as a plus-size but now far more mobile woman could be emotionally riveting. How will she trust again after the trauma of losing Caleb? Can she identify red flags she once ignored? Will she find someone who sees her for the powerful woman she has become, not just someone who fetishizes or pities her? These questions could be at the heart of a potential Season 8 arc. Amy, too, might find herself stepping into the dating pool again, though her situation is much more complex due to her role as a mother. The balance of parenting 2 toddlers and starting a new chapter of life as a single woman is not easy. She may face judgment, internal conflict, and emotional roadblocks. Still, many fans would rally around her finding love, perhaps even rediscovering herself in the process. Whether she ends up dating or chooses to stay single and focus on motherhood, the emotional terrain is rich and worth exploring. The dating lives of the sisters could provide emotional highs and lows, moments of comedy, heartbreak, and hope that keep audiences invested. Another direction the show could move toward is a deep dive into the Slaton family's generational issues. Their struggles with weight and emotional eating did not begin in a vacuum. There are deep, unspoken traumas and learned behaviors that have passed from one generation to the next. While their mother Darlene has appeared on the show from time to time, her role has largely remained in the background.